Hello dear students, welcome to Devika's Commerce and Management Academy. Joint venture introduction is over. Now today we'll see how to prepare joint venture accounts. First method we'll see. What is the first method? Separate set of books. When separate set of books are kept, then how do we prepare joint venture accounts? So I already gave you introduction. Whenever separate set of books means we have to open three accounts. One is joint venture account, joint bank account, co-venturers account. Three accounts we need to open. So I already preferred the pro forma joint venture account, joint bank account, co-venturers account. Suppose assuming A, B are co-venturers, A's, B's, A, B, same like partnership, partners account we opened in the same way. So this is just like consignment account. In easy way I'll explain you, you can understand it very easily. So this is just like consignment account, assume it. Generally when we purchase goods, trading account or consignment account, what do? We write it on the debit side. When you are purchasing goods, debit side. When you are selling goods, credit side. When any expenses are there, debit side. This is the same principle we are going to follow. Please remember, when we are following this method, joint bank account we are opening. Joint bank account means all the transactions are made through the bank only. Any purchases through the bank. You are making payment through the bank. And any sales also through the bank. Means when we sell anything, when we sell the goods, that amount is immediately deposited into the bank. That is the reason we take all the transactions assuming that it is through the bank only. For example, purchasing goods, then we'll say to joint bank account. In brackets we'll say purchases. Purchasing means debit side it comes. How you are purchasing? Through the joint bank. Okay. And selling goods, for that also you will say by joint bank. In brackets we'll say sale proceeds. Selling. Expenses. Expenses also you will say joint bank. In brackets you will be mentioning expenses. Are you getting it? And whenever you are finding joint bank debit side, it automatically goes on the credit side. You know this principle, double entry system. Debit side joint bank is there means that is to be on the credit side. We'll say joint venture account. Means it is from joint venture. Getting it? There is important transaction, you will find it in the joint bank account is venturers deposit some amount in the joint bank. With that amount they'll start their business. So that is why whenever co-venturers, say A and B, deposited some amount in the joint bank, they started business with some amount, say 10,000, 20,000. Means you will say it here, to A's account, to B's account 10,000 and 20,000. You will write this. Important thing, remember. Apart from this, most of the transaction debit to credit, credit to debit. Joint venture account, whatever you, joint venture account, whatever transactions you made it through the joint bank. So that automatically comes here. This you remember. When co-venturers are depositing some amount in the bank. This remember, and rest of the things transferring. And also you can open the co-venturers account. Co-venture accounts always start with the cash deposit. Here A and B is there, na? A and B, here you will write to joint bank, means from joint bank you are going to transfer it. And in the joint venture or joint bank, wherever you find co-venturers, so that will be transferring debit to credit, credit to debit. One thing you have to remember, first we will be closing joint venture account, first we will close. Then after that we'll be closing joint co-venturers account. Why co-venturers account? Means co-venturers account, some balance amount you will find. That balance amount is to be transferred to the joint bank account. That is the reason joint bank account lastly we are going to prepare. Joint bank account lastly, 3. First joint venture account will close, then co-venturers account will close, then joint bank account. Nothing to worry, simple. So right now you remember it is just like consignment account. Whenever you are purchasing anything, expenses, everything debit side. when you are selling credit side, and anything either payment made or payment received, it is through the joint bank only. So we are saying joint bank, so that transaction comes on the joint bank account, debit to credit, credit to debit. And apart from that, mainly amount deposited by the joint co-venturers, so that transaction, remember, debit side. Whenever they are depositing, joint bank account attached to co-venturers account, debit the receiver, credit the giver. So this you remember, and the rest of everything is normal. Through a problem you can understand. So let us go for a problem. You can find the problem on the desktop, you can just note down, or otherwise observe, later you can note down. So this problem is I have taken from Jain and Narang, SP Jain and Narang, Kalyani Publishers. So joint venture account, good problem I have taken, you can understand it easily. So let me read the problem first. B and C of Kolkata undertake a joint venture in Burma Timber. In Burma Timber they take up a joint venture, B and C partners. On 1st July 1981, they opened a joint banking account with 25,000 towards which B contributed 15,000 and C 10,000. They opened a joint bank. How much is contributed by B? 15,000 and C 10,000. They agreed to share profits and losses in the proportionate of cash contributed. Cash contributed means 15,000 and 10,000 basis they will be contributing. They will be sharing the profits and losses. Next, they remitted to their agent in Burma 22,100 to pay for the timber purchased. Purchasing a timber, for that they paid 22,100. Freight, insurance and other charges amounting 3,900 were paid in Kolkata. Means it is nothing but expenses. Expenses made through joint bank only. On 1st December 1981, the sale amounted to 28,740, which enabled them to repay themselves the cash originally advanced, no account being taken off on interest. Means they sold the goods for 28,740. Sales comes on the joint venture account credit side. Then they decided to close the venture, and C agreed to take over the balance of timber unsold 1260. C wanted to take over unsold stock for 12,060. Unsold stock will be on the credit side, and which is to be deducted from his share of profit. Prepare showing the cash available of division by way of profit and how the same divisible between B and C. Now here we will be opening joint venture account, joint bank account. Co-ventures are here B and C. So this is B and C. B and C. First we will start the problem slowly by reading each and every one, every transaction. B and C of Kolkata undertaken a joint venture of Burma Timber. On 1st July 1981, they opened a joint banking account with 25,000, towards which B contributed 15,000 and C 10,000. When they are contributing some amount in the bank, it comes in the joint bank account to B's account. How much B contributed? 15,000 and C 10,000. C's account 10,000. They agreed to share the profits in the ratio of their cash contributed. In this ratio means let us calculate and keep it aside. 15,000 and 10,000. It means 3:2. Their contribution is 3:2. They remitted to their agent in Burma 22,100 to pay for timber purchased. For purchasing of timber, they pay 22,100. Whenever they are purchasing, it is through the bank only. So we will say to joint bank account. Any purchases comes on the joint venture account. Any expenses comes on the joint venture account debit side. I already told you. So this is purchases. through the joint bank. So in brackets we are saying purchases. Purchase 22,100. And freight insurance and other charges amounted 3,900 paid in Kolkata. Expenses. Expenses also through the joint bank only. So we'll say to joint bank account. So these are expenses. Expenses are 3,900. Next, on 1st December 1981, the sales amounted to 28,740. Sales also, whenever they are selling this much of amount, it is to be deposited into the joint bank only. So we'll write sales on the credit side, but it is through the joint bank. So we'll say by joint bank account. You can write sale proceeds. How much sold? 28,740. 740. And after that, then they decided to close the venture, and C agrees to take over the balance of timber unsold is 1260. When C wants to take over the unsold stock, the entry will be C's account debtor to joint venture account. He is taking, debit the receiver. Who is the receiver? C. So C will be debited and joint venture is credited. So we'll say by C's account, unsold stock taken over. What is the cost? 1260. Everything is posted. Now I'll tell you how to close. No need of this test book. Everything is we have posted. Now what we have to do is, first joint venture account will close it. Profits or losses, whatever get, they'll be sharing in the ratio of 3:2. So to close the joint venture account, amount on the credit side 28,740. 28,740 plus 1260. It is 30,000. 30,000 minus 22,100 minus 3,900. It is 4,000 we are getting. 4,000 to be distributed in the ratio of 3:2 into 3 divided by 5. 2,400 and 1,600. 3:2 ratio. So this is the profit sharing ratio. What do you say? To A's account, to B's account, to C's account. B's account to C's account. You can say it in brackets profit. 2,400 and 1,600. Joint venture account is over. Now what we'll do? Joint bank account debit side we are having. Transfer it credit side. Debit to credit, credit to debit. Now credit side you are finding by joint venture account. When we are transferring that account, we have to take the name of that account. From which account? From joint venture account. So by joint venture account 22,100. Second one is by joint venture account 3,900. Debit to credit is over. Now credit to debit, we have only one transaction from credit to debit side. So to joint venture account. Why joint venture? Because it is from joint venture account. So 1260. 1260 is the amount. Over. Keep it as incomplete. First we'll close the co-venturers account. Then whatever balance we get, that is to be transferred to the joint venture account. So that is why keep it incomplete and go to the co-venturers account. Co-venturer account started with the opening balance. So that is debit side to credit side. Wherever you find co-venturer names, either in the joint venture account or joint bank account, just transfer it. Now here we have B's account here. It means credit side, debit to credit by joint bank account because it is from joint bank. 15,000 B and C is 10,000. Anything else BC in the joint bank account? No. Now coming to joint venture. Joint venture account, we are finding BC sharing of profits only, not anything else. So debit to credit by joint venture account 2,400 and 1,600. Nothing else. So we'll close this accounts. This is 11,600 and this is 17,400. This amounts, nothing is there to write it on the debit side. What we do, we'll say to joint bank account. Balancing amount is transferring to joint bank account. So this is balancing figure 17,400 and 11,600. Transferring to joint bank account, debit side to credit side. So by B's account, how much? 17,400. The same way by C's account, 11,600. Close it and total up this joint bank account. It should tally just like balance sheet. If it is tallying, problem is correct. Not tallying means somewhere something has gone wrong. You need to recheck. It means whenever you open this method, you will come to know whether problem is correct or not by balancing this joint bank account. Now we'll see that 15,000, 25,000, 25, 26, 260. Yeah, one more thing is left. Wait a minute. 1260 is here. C is credit side, it is there. Credit side means here it comes. C we did not transfer it. C is here, credit side. Credit means debit side it comes. What do you say? To joint venture account. 1260. C. That's it. Now we can close it. 17,400. So this is 17,000. Now we'll be getting joint bank account balancing figure. This amount we forgot to transfer. Are you getting it? C is on the joint venture account credit side. Credit side to debit side we forgot to transfer. Now transferred. If you see, debit side is 17,400, 11,600. So this is 17,400 and this is 11,600 minus 1260. It comes to 10,340. Now balancing figures of AC is 17,400, correct? BC is 10,340. And 1260 also it doesn't comes here because this is transferred from here to here. And also we need to transfer joint bank means credit to debit. So to joint venture account 28,740. That's all, everything is clear. Be careful if these two accounts are prepared and debit to credit, credit to debit, and in the same way co-venturers account also need to be very careful. Okay, so we have transferred everything. Now we'll check it out. 15,000 plus 10,000, it is 25,000 and 28,740. 53,740. And on the credit side, 22,100 plus 3,900 plus 17,400 plus 10,340. 53,740, correct. Now let me explain you the problem. One thing, make it sure, what is joint venture, joint bank? Joint venture is similar to the consignment account. We write whenever goods purchased, debit side, sales credit side, expenses debit side. Made any payment, that is through the joint bank only. Sold goods, that is also through the joint bank only. So everywhere we'll be using joint bank, unless any particularly that be paid expenses or anything is particularly taken by someone, then only we'll take the name of the co-venture. Otherwise everything is through the joint bank only. Now in this problem we have identified that they have purchased. Purchased means it is through the joint bank. So we wrote this amount 22,100 through the joint bank, and expenses also through the joint bank. Okay, and also we have written sales. Sales also, whenever they are selling, that amount is deposited into the joint bank, assuming that we'll say by joint bank, sales credit side, but we are saying joint bank. Purchasing joint bank, expenses joint bank, sales also joint bank. Okay, now here one more thing, unsold stock is taken by C. When unsold stock is taken by C, C's account attached to joint venture account is the general entry. So we have written on the credit side. Then after that we have gone to joint bank account. Joint bank account is started with the deposits of B and C. They have deposited this much of amount. Then after that, debit to credit, credit to debit. So here joint bank is 22,100, 22,100 debit to credit, and 3,900 debit to credit, and here 28,740 credit to debit. That's all. 5 entries we have done, and go to the co-venturers account. Co-venturers are BC. Okay, so we'll first write the bank deposit amount 15,000 and 10,000. So this is on the debit side. Debit side means it comes on the credit side, 15,000 and 10,000. Any other entries means you are finding here profit, debit to credit, 2,400 and 1,600. And here we have C's account, unsold stock is taken by C. He is on the credit side, means debit side we have to write 1,260, credit to debit. Only 3 entries. After that, closed it, we got this much of balancing figure. So this is to be transferred to the joint bank account. So that is why we said joint bank account. To transfer this amount, we kept it open. We did not close it. After closing this, whatever we get, so this is to be transferred to the joint bank account. Now transferred, you see where it is here. Debit to credit, 17,400 and 10,340. At the end, we have closed it. Over. It's tallying. Tallying means problem is correct. And also in this problem, they are asking about journal entries. Journal entries. Okay, for journal entries, first entry you can take joint venture account attached to joint bank account. First entry. Being goods purchased. Second one, joint venture account attached to joint bank account. Being expenses incurred. Are you getting it? Being expenses incurred, joint venture account attached to joint bank account. The third entry you can take this one. Joint bank account attached to joint venture account. Being sale proceeds. Next, fourth entry. C's account attached to joint venture account. Being unsold stock taken by C. Being unsold stock taken by C. Next, after that, sharing the profits or losses. For this, one entry, fifth one. Joint venture account at 2, B's account 2400, C's account 1600. Joint venture account at 4000 and 2, B 2400, 2C 1600. Being profits shared between the co-venturers. 5 entries are over. Next, come to the joint bank account. Joint bank account, this entry you can write. Together one entry. This is 6th entry. Joint bank account at 2, B's account 2, C's account. Joint bank account at 25,000, 2, B's account 15,000, 2, C's account 10,000. Being amount deposited into the bank. 5 entries are over. Next, coming to the co-venturers. Co-venturers, debit to credit, everything is over. Only for this you have to write one entry. We are not writing entry for this because joint venture, this one already over either in the joint venture or joint bank account we have already completed. So now what else is there is here? Balancing figure. B's account debtor 17,400 to joint bank account. This is the 7th entry. Let us take this one 8th and 7. B's account debtor to joint bank account 17,400. Being balance amount transferred to joint bank account. And for this, C's account debtor to joint bank account. Being balance amount transferred to joint bank account. That's all. So total we got 8 entries. That's it. Is it clear? Simple, nothing to worry. Whatever you get it, first you try to know how to post, where to post, what to write. A small mistake also it makes a lot of difference. So that is why you need to be very careful. Okay. So in the coming classes also in the same method, we'll see some more problems so that you get a lot of practice and all things will clear, all doubts will clear, you'll get more practice also. Stay connected, we'll work out some more problems. There are many subjects already I prepared in our channel. Please use it and do share these videos with everyone. You must know how to search the videos also. Go to playlist and check out your syllabus and what is matching, use it. That's it. So practice well, have a wonderful career. Good luck.